One thing I've come to realize is how weird I actually am. Um, and adding on to that, how I think manipulated and brainwashed I feel sometimes. Like, I. Like, there's an image of completely perfect, acceptable kind of person, like the type of person that I need to be, um, was like planted into my head when I was a kid, and it includes the way I dress, or the way I speak, or carry myself, or even, like my moral judgment, or like anything really, like anything that I I believe, I feel like has been taught to me. And I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense because parents do teach their kids, stuff like mom A might let the kid eat ice cream after dinner and mom B might not. Like it's very small things that make huge differences. Like I remember I was wearing one of my favorite pants back in elementary school, and um, I was playing soccer with all of the other boys, and the girls were like next to the soccer field, whatever. Like all the girls were sitting there and all the boys were playing, whatever. And I remember that one of the girls like pointed at me and then like said like, look at this loser wearing those stupid pants, and like they all started laughing at me. And it was like a very specific type of pants. It was like uh very baggy jogging pants kinda. Um and Since that day I've never really worn those anymore, like ever in my whole life. Like I stopped wearing them immediately, and my mom was asking like, "Hey Alex, why don't you like why don't you like dressing like that anymore? Why don't you wear those pants anymore?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just don't want to." And I think small things like that really impact you because obviously back then I felt heavily violated. Like I felt like horrible. Like I would never want that to happen to me again. I felt embarrassed, even though I was doing exactly what I loved. I was wearing exactly the pants that I loved. And I think that this kind of story can be, um, like in a philosophical way, probably be applied to everything in society. Like you do something that, like that is you, that's something that like responds to your character, and then another person might or might not be someone you look up to, makes fun of you, not necessarily intentionally, but just points it out and thinks it's stupid. And all of a sudden, you feel small and you feel like there's like you have to change that about yourself because that's not right. And I think that's so wrong. Like I think that you should always be yourself. And the older I get, the more I start realizing that slowly but steadily I'm starting to become the type of person that I was born with, and I'm starting to um, set aside all of the things that have been put into my mind or brainwashed into my mind. It's not all bad, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I feel like maybe that's something that every adult goes through, like this type of stage, like the type of stage where you start realizing that you need to stop living after your parents' expectations and like figure out what you want to do with your life. Like, do you want to work a minimum wage job for the rest of your life, or do you want to go to university, or do you want to travel now? Like, like you just finished high school. Like, what's your plan now? Do you work? Do you study? Do you travel? And I feel like a lot of kids nowadays just follow what their parents told them that they need to do. And I think that's a bad. Like what I'm doing right now, basically finding myself, like I went against my parents' will, and I took the extra step, and now I'm here. Like this is a lot, but I don't have any regrets. Hmm, I do have some regrets, But I wouldn't be the same person I was today if I didn't make those choices. So I guess win situation. I don't know. But yeah, pretty nice area I'm at right now. Not really sure how I got here. But yeah, I've also been thinking about moving back into my I've also been thinking about moving back into my car just because I don't have a job right now and living in a motel is very expensive. I mean, I have a pretty good deal. It's not great, but it's okay. And it's not really sustainable, to be honest. And it's a shitty hotel. And it's kind of in the ghetto. But yeah. That's it. Bye bye.